Now, as the world observes World Rhino Day today, South Africa has lost more than 231 rhinos to poaching since the beginning of the year. Out of the 231 rhinos poached in South Africa, 143 cases were from KwaZulu-Natal. Durban Seafarers Mission has partnered with KZN Ezemvelo Wildlife in an effort to galvanise the Save the Rhino campaign. For more on this story, let's bring in SABC News reporter Vusi Khumalo. Vusi, good morning. Talk to us about this particular campaign and partnership.
Yes, good morning. Yes, indeed. We are here in Durban. We know that today is the World Rhino Day. A lot of organizations are having partnerships in order to increase or heighten their efforts in order to save the rhino. As you know that out of the 243 rhino killed in South Africa, just majority of them, or 143, are here in KwaZulu-Natal. We know that KwaZulu-Natal has got quite a number of game reserves. Some of them are private and some of them are owned by government here in South Africa. And here in KwaZulu-Natal, we do have that agency, KZN Ezemvelo Wildlife, that is also in conservation, ensuring that it does protect rhino and also other species as well. We are here in Durban to talk to some of the people who are here at the launch of the Durban Safari Mission in order to partner with some of the key stakeholders that are ensuring that the rhino is being protected, and it's their campaign. As today is the World Rhino Day. Today, let us welcome Mr. Cedric Kutsia, who is a regional manager from KZN Wildlife here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Welcome, sir. It's a World Rhino Day, and we've just launched what you call Seafarers with Seafarers Mission in order to ensure that you do take the message forward, especially in countries where these rhino horns are actually destined to.
That's correct. It's important for us to reach an international audience for the importance of the rhino as a species in terms of its place in Africa and South Africa, because we must remember this is an African species. It's also found in India and other Asian countries, but it's predominantly now in Africa, in South Africa, and especially here in KwaZulu-Natal. So it's important that we get that message across to international people, and one of the best places is through a busy port that has a huge amount of international shipping, and here the seafarers that those international sailors come to think. So if we can communicate with them, hopefully the message gets all the way back to their families internationally.
And why this partnership specifically with Durban Seafarers Mission?
Because I think, it's common knowledge that a lot of the rhino horn is illegal destination is into the Asian countries, and we do have a lot of Asian shipping seafarers that come here. There's a lot of myths around what the horn is used for, and how that it doesn't come from live rhino. In other words, it's farmed product. It's not a farmed product. It's poached. So it's important to get those messages across from the people themselves, rather than us standing up and trying to tell them. It's important that the people see it for themselves.
Okay, in KwaZulu-Natal, will you say that rhinos are also under threat?
There is a threat on the rhino species in KZN. You must realise that we've got a very significant population in terms of the country, South Africa, especially in the Zululand area. And we do have animals there that are targeted by national and international syndicates. So yes, they do come out under a huge amount of threat. Together with Ezemvelo and its various partners of the South African police and other agencies, law enforcement agencies, we try and combat that.
What will it take for the country to stem the tide against the rhino poaching?
I think it's got to be a multi-pronged attack or program to address it. It's a complicated one, and it's not just only standing and defending it at the fences of the game reserves. There's social issues around it. It is a sustainable use product, so there's a lot of factors that have to be taken into consideration when you're looking how to solve the bigger rhino horn trade matter. National government do have a specialised task team that are looking at that, and there's a number of angles that they're looking at. But one of them that we have to do is protect the animals at our boundaries, at our fences, when the poachers come through.
Tell us about the role to be played by the Wild Trust specifically in this, especially regarding this launch that you are doing today.
Well, Wild Trust is one of our stakeholder partners. They also run a community conservation area with the community, Somkanda. One of our key areas is to expand our rhino populations, and by doing that we give new areas, conservation areas, rhino to put in them so they can establish new populations, and that's our relationship with Wild Trust, especially in terms of managing rhino in South Africa.
Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Yes, that's Mr. Cedric Kutsia, who's a regional manager coming from Ezemvelo KZN Live. As you know, that today is the World Rhino Day. As you have heard, there are so many efforts that are going towards combating this crime, with KwaZulu-Natal having a lot of crime in relation to the poaching of rhino for its horn. As we have heard, that they are also engaging with SABC and also other law enforcement agencies in order to ensure that they do address this problem of rhino poaching. As we've heard, that most of the eastern countries, or especially Middle East and also in Asia, they usually these rhino horns are destined to those markets. So they're trying to really ensure that a line is being addressed and also is being stopped too.
All right, Vusi, most certainly commendable efforts to deal with rhino poaching. That's our reporter, Vusi Khumalo, out in KZN for us this morning.